Hi friends! Thank you so much for supporting this idea of short flute videos. I thought that the piece to look through today would be Poulenc sonata. Actually, I'd really like to make it an hour or two, but let's do it brief. But it's definitely worth to spend more time on each movement later on. Firstly, I love that it doesn't have any key signatures. All three movements have different tonics, which are E minor, B flat minor, and A major. And still, every time we meet C major or A minor, it is definitely a warm place and it means something here. Like a home, which we never get to stay in. In this sonata, there are lots of pictures and colors that change instantly like in a collage. Secondly, this sonata has an idea fix, a leitmotif which goes through all the composition and changes vastly. At third, we have a kind of a dominant issue here, really. In most of the themes, the dominant is too altered and sophisticated. But in the original leitmotif, which is the middle theme of the first movement, we have three basic functions in a classical mode. Like, literally, the most adequate theme of all here. It says, look, that goes there. But then it loses its tonality and walks away, getting all possible chords instead of a plain dominant. Therefore, it's so scary that it takes out the C major tonic fortissimo and then goes upwards in parallel major triads. Is there a thing more scary than a cluster? Major triads going upwards by semitones at fortissimo to an unbelievable, surreal F-sharp major, which is the furthest point from C major. After which we'll lose our mode. Major and minor will mix up, creating a, let's call it, bipolar third, which then never finds itself back and keeps changing every bar or two. We can find it in the end of the first movement and also in the second. The leitmotif in the second movement is in the middle part, weirdly wide and even a bit rude. Also, small appoggiaturas basically are also part of it. And in the final movement, the leitmotif goes even further than F-sharp major to a C-sharp major, which is basically D-flat, which is parallel to B-flat minor of the second movement, which we would get in the middle if Poulenc ever had a formal classical mood. C-sharp battles C natural until the very end and manifests the A major tonic, though at the very, very last moment. Well, thanks for watching. Please share your ideas on what we should try to analyze next. Lots of love!